Hey, it's Vanessa. I'm back with another video. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who has commented, put thumbs up, and subscribed to my YouTube channel because of the last few videos. Now, if you missed them, we're talking handbag making, and I'm getting ready to announce my brand new Video Bag of the Month Club. I've been doing these types of clubs for about 4 years now, and I know that the excitement is building. I've been getting hundreds of emails, DMs, Facebook messages from those of you who are ready to sign up. So just a little longer. We're almost done with it, putting the last couple of final touches. But I wanted to come back with this video because if you're new to my channel or you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll include a link in the description box below so you can watch the last 2 videos. I shared with you 3 of my money-saving tips for handbag makers. We know making projects can get really pricey, especially handbags. We have different types of fabrics, interfacing, stabilizers, hardware, all that stuff. So in that first video, I shared with you 3 money-saving tips. Then in the last and most recent video I posted here to my channel, I share with you one of my favorite tips for getting the bag lining to lie flat on the inside of the bag. Now these videos came as a response to some of the survey answers that I got from you all. I put out a survey. Right now, over 1,000 people have replied, and these are bag making issues that came up again and again in your survey entries. So I hope those tips are going to help some of you. And this is just kind of a little look into my teaching style and how I like to teach in my paid for classes like the upcoming Bag of the Month Club. So again, if you missed those videos, there's a link in the description box below. And now, as you continue to wait anxiously for the Bag Club release, I did want to go ahead and finally reveal the 7 different bag projects that you'll be learning how to make if you sign up for my new club. But before we get sidetracked looking at the projects that we'll be making, I thought it would be really important to address right now some of the most commonly asked questions that I've been receiving this week about the upcoming Bag Club. So one question is, when will these video courses expire, right? Because you're paying for it and you want to make sure that you'll be able to make some time and fit these projects in. Well, if you're new to my paid for courses and clubs, you'll probably be happy to know that your access to the content never expires. So right now, it's 2019. I have club members and students that have signed up for classes that I released back in 2015, 2016, and they can log into their account right now and access that content that they paid for. So there is no subscription fee, there's no recurring fee. When you sign up, you get access to the content. So this upcoming Bag Club will work the same way. The next question is this Bag Club only going to be available for customers in the United States? Now, the answer to that is, although I am based in the United States, because my video courses are all online, it doesn't matter what country you live in. If you have access to pretty decent internet where you can stream high definition videos, then you can sign up for it. I went ahead and pulled up the information on my last club, and we had members join from 22 different countries. So even if you're not in the United States, if you have pretty consistent internet that will allow you to stream high definition videos off of my website, then you are more than welcome to sign up for the club when the time comes. Now, one of the most commonly asked questions is, I want to sign up for your bag club and I love the projects you make, but I have a really basic sewing machine and I'm afraid I won't be able to get through the bulk because maybe you've struggled with bulkier projects in the past. Well, you'll be happy to know that in this bag club, I will be sharing with you options to substitute, interfacings, stabilizers. So if you do have kind of an entry-level machine that really struggles to get through the bulkier sections on some handbag projects, don't worry. I'm going to share with you my tips, tricks for needles, thread, the stitch length, all these different things that can definitely make a huge difference as far as getting the layers of your projects to feed through your sewing machine. So if you have a base machine, but it does have straight stitch capabilities, I say go for it. You're going to learn so much in this upcoming Bag Club. And if you have any questions or your machine still struggles through it, feel free to reach out to me because then I will give you some additional tips to help you get through it. Now, a lot of beginners have been emailing me to ask if my upcoming Bag Club will be beginner friendly. So here's what I say. If you can thread your sewing machine, if you can wind a bobbin, and you know how to use the basic functions of a sewing machine with straight stitch and maybe zigzag stitch capabilities, then you will totally have the base skill set necessary to tackle the 7 projects that are upcoming in my new Bag Club. Remember, I always share tips and tricks, and I'm covering every single step with the video courses on how to complete the projects. So if you're a beginner, but you're a confident beginner, I say go for it. So hopefully that answers some of the main questions that you all are asking. If you have any additional questions, go ahead and leave them for me in the comment section below, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Now, overall, the idea of this upcoming new bag club is to teach you new skills, techniques, give you some different options for different sized handbags that also have different practical purposes and functions so that you can make them for yourself, for your kids, for family and friends. And also remember, whenever I teach a class, whether it's a free tutorial or a club membership or some other paid for course, you are more than welcome to make these projects and sell them for profit. So you can add them to your Etsy shop, sell them at craft fairs, all of that stuff. And that's a quick and easy way to make your money back in no time. Now I'll show you the 7 different handbags. So first let's start off with what I'm calling my 2-hour tote. Here it is. Everybody always needs one big old tote, right? With a couple different pockets on the outside. So one there, one on the other side. And we're gonna share options, right? For foam interfacing, different substitutions that you can make for the exterior shape of the body. You can see it's empty, but it stands up on its own. Look at that. The shape, super lightweight. I've used webbing for the straps, but again, we will discuss different options and substitutions so you can decide how much money or how little money you want to spend on it, as well as time. So say you make one with fabric handles, but a friend sees one and they ask you to make them one to sell. A substitution that you can make to save money and time is to swap it out for webbing, because if you've ever made fabric straps that are this long, you know how long that can take, right? So different things like that we will be discussing. Now on the inside, many of you always ask about tote bags. Everything is fully lined and finished on the inside. There are no raw edges in this bag, and you can still make it in about 2 hours. Super quick, easy to make. We always need a big tote, so this is going to be a great option. Here's another sample of it in blue and gray fabrics. All right, so that's a 2-hour tote. Next up, we have the Stroll crossbody bag, and this sample here, I made it out of cork. It has a metal zipper and a cute little crossbody strap. It's fully lined, okay? So there are no raw edges on the inside at all. It's a quick make. For those of you that sell online at craft bazaars, this is gonna be probably one of your best sellers. Great size, not expensive at all to make, even with the hardware that we use here. And you'll be able to use a huge variety of fabrics. So 3 samples I have here. This one in cork, this one out of a quilted chambray, and this one in the super hot right now, waxed canvas. All I had to do was make one strap, but I can make multiples of the actual pouch projects for different theme, different holiday, different colors, and all you have to do is unclip it from one and put it on the other. So you can make a ton of these and have this interchangeable strap to go along with it. Let me share with you one of my favorites, my Boxy Hip Pack or Fanny Pack. This one features cork fabric in this gorgeous light blue and then also quilting cottons, but look at the shape that this has. There is nothing on the inside. Super easy to do. Again, we will share options with you about how to finish off the edges. So you can choose to have raw edges, you can finish them with a zigzag stitch, a serger, or bound edges. So again, one obviously is going to take longer than the other to complete, but you will have that option. Hardware featured here, and we save time and money by adding a webbing strap. But I will also share with you, again, more options, tips, and tricks. Look at this super cute sample done out of quilting cottons. A zipper, we have the hardware there, great shape and body, even though it's not as rigid as the cork sample, but fully finished edges. No raw edges on the inside of this pouch. So if you're looking for easy and quick to make projects that still have professional finishing techniques in them, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the early bird sale price of my upcoming bag club. So that is that one. Next up is the game day bag. So this one here, if you've been to any sporting events or events at arenas and stadiums, you know that these days, if you're carrying a purse, they require that it be clear, so for safety and security, they can see what you're carrying inside. This is a quick and easy make. I'm going to share with you options where you can save money and time for the strap. We do have a little bit of hardware here, so quick and easy to make. So if you sell stuff, or maybe you live in a college town like I do, you can consider using the colors of your current, your town sports teams and stuff like that so that you can make this one, because this is for sure gonna be a money maker for those of you out there that are making bags to sell. Now, if you're trying to make something for a teenager or some of the younger kids or even college students, you know that sometimes they can be very picky and it's really hard to kind of match their interests to some projects that you can make. This one here, everybody is going to want. And here I have another sample with this cute floral print. So easy and a great scrap buster. Trust me, everybody is gonna want one of these, whether you're selling them to people or giving them as gifts. Now, this next project is probably one of the reasons I love to design and make my own stuff so much. So this is an undies zip pouch. It has 2 zippers here and it ties with a little ribbon, and it says wash me on one side and wear me on the other. So earlier this year I went to Chicago with a friend of mine and I saw this in her luggage and I thought, how cute is that? Well, we did some research and they sell for $30 to $40 online. And I just busted out laughing because I knew that I could recreate one to be made for just a couple of bucks. All right. So we are going to be featuring this. We will have options for those of you that end up joining our bag club for you to get these letters to put on wash me, wear me. You won't need any kind of machinery or anything, but we will share with you some options on how to do that. 2 zippers. One side, you put all your underwear and lingerie stuff that you've already worn. And on the other side, you can put in the clean ones that you're taking on your trip so you can keep them separated. A super quick, easy, affordable, and functional project. You know, those are some of my favorite things to make. And here I have another sample made up in this really light yellow floral. Again, wash me, wear me. And it ties with a little yellow ribbon, has 2 zippered compartments, and you see the structure in this? I'm going to share with you a few different stabilizers and interfacings that you can use to still keep it light, fully lined on the inside, but still give it this nice crisp shape. Now, this next project is going to be a must-have for any crafter that likes to take their supplies on the go. This is my Duo project bag. You can see the front features a clear vinyl pocket that has a flap that closes with snaps. Plenty of room in here to put your projects, knitting, crochet, cross stitch, hand embroidery, all that stuff. And this closes up with snaps. On the back, we have a second pocket that has a zipper. So plenty of room in there for you to put your pattern instructions, stitch markers, additional supplies, and it features some basic quilting techniques. So if you're a quilter, you'll get your fix when we get to this one. Here I have an older version that I have definitely put through the ringer. Use it all the time. I have a ton of knitting needles in the zippered pocket back here, so you can see that although it is small, it is mighty and can fit a ton of supplies. And the last project is what I'm calling my essentials purse. There are so many different options that you will be able to customize and make this as chic, as casual as you would like. Here are 2 different samples, 2 totally different samples. This one has the 2 front pockets in the same fabric as the exterior, so it looks a little bit simpler and the pockets blend in. The other side is plain, but the handles are made from a super fun purple leather strap. Now this cute one features a fun floral print. We have the 2 pockets in the front made out of chambray. We have stuffed cork handles, and they have all had the handles attached using rivets or Chicago screws. Basic handbag zipper in both, and then on the inside there's also a zippered pocket. So again, you can leave the pocket out, you can install the zippered pocket, okay, and we'll talk all about the finishings, the hardware, options for substitutions, and where you can cut costs. So this is my essentials purse. And now that you've seen the 7 projects we'll be making, I hope you're even more excited to join my new bag club. Now, while I put the last final touches on it before I can open it up for signups, I want you to think about it. Feel free to rewind the video, check out the projects again, and think about it. But don't go too far, because in the next video, that's where I'm going to give you a limited time offer where you can join the new bag club at the early bird sale price. It will only be available for a couple of days, so you definitely don't want to miss it. In the meantime, while you wait, go ahead and leave me a comment below and let me know which one of the 7 projects you are most looking forward to making as a part of my new club. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and I definitely look forward to having you in my new bag club. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.